the proper thing pulls up, okay? Since I'll have it on the screen, you're able to see that the responses as they come quickly. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. So you'll share the screen. Okay. And
Yeah.
you will just watch out for if someone
Answers it properly.
Okay.
With proper spelling, of course.
Yes. Okay.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Are you guys able to turn your screens on? Or are you actively working right now? Because I'd love to see faces. Hello? There we go. Hi, Jill. There we go. Well, thank you guys all for being on here. I'm going to get started because it is 3:30 right now, and so we want to get started promptly. I know that we could have people popping in and out, so just go with my flow here because it could be really crazy. So what I'm going to do today, a little bit different than we normally do for a family meeting. We are now having the town hall. It's the quarterly town hall. So with that being a different format, I typically would have each one of you kind of speak into your win this past month, but we're going to utilize this time the best way that we can, actually. So I am going to ask, first off, I hope everybody is doing okay, you and your families. I hope those that are affected by the earthquake are doing okay. And I want to thank you all for your dedication, because obviously there's faces and a lot of people still trying to navigate and work through this. All of our love is being sent y'all's way. But with us having our town hall today, we have it a little bit different, and we have our chief rock star joining us today, Mr. Will Humphreys. So I would love to be able to pass the mic over to him and have him be able to speak into some cool stuff that he's been thinking of this past quarter. And then we'll go into the games afterwards, okay? So it's yours, Will.
Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Can everyone hear me okay? Good. Thank you guys for being here. I am so honored to be in this room with such wonderful people. I don't know many of you. I see some people that I know. Kirby, I see you, buddy. Super grateful for the opportunity to be here with you. And many of you may not even know who I am. So who here has never seen my face before? Okay, great. Wonderful. You're very blessed. I'm kidding. No, I'm very excited to be with you. It's nice to meet you. My name is Will Humphreys. And so I'm the chief rockstar, virtual rockstar. And many of you don't know this, but we've been in business now for just over 2 years. And every month I used to get on and be with you guys. And we just grew and we kept growing. We kept exploding. We kept getting bigger and bigger. And sure enough, then finally one day it just all kind of petered out and I needed to go work on the business more. And I'm really happy to report that I'm wanting to get back to you guys now. And you might be wondering, like, who is this guy? What does he mean? I am trying to get to a point where our vision is what matters to me, our purpose in our vision as a company. And at the end of the day, the reason I do what I do is for you guys. And right now that might just sound like lip service, but it's going to mean something different to you here in a little bit. So let me introduce myself a little bit more formally before I do any training. And before I do that, how long do we have, guys? Because you guys know me, I can talk forever. How much time do we have before we've got to end this thing?
It's a 45-minute meeting.
Okay, so we have 45 minutes. How long? We're playing games at the end where we're giving away money. How much time do we need for that, Kim?
I'm not sure how long usually. Maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Let's go 10 minutes. Let's go 10 minutes because while I'm here, I might throw some extra stuff in there. You never know, guys. You never know. I've been to the Philippines. I'm planning on coming back here in a little while, and we plan on doing that on a regular basis. But let me introduce myself first and foremost. So I am Will Humphreys. I was born in El Paso, Texas, which is like the desert of deserts, cowboys, Indians, the whole 9 yards. We were next to the border of Mexico. I became a physical therapist because one day when I was 17 years old, I was dating this girl, which was a miracle that I was dating anyone. And I was dating this girl and I took her mountain climbing and I climbed up 50 feet in the air and I fell off that mountain. And I broke both of my arms and both of my legs in multiple places. I shattered 21 bones in my body and thought I was going to die on that mountain. on the Friday the 13th. And gratefully, I didn't. I prayed to God that I would be taken care of, and a miracle happened that I survived. So God is a big part of my life. Jesus in particular, and I'm not pushing religion. This is just who I am. Jesus is a big part of who I am. And I love all belief structures. I really do. So for me, I decided I was going to serve a mission for my church. And I did. I went and served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for 2 years in Guatemala and loved it, learned Spanish really well, came back and got married and had this passion to start a physical therapy business. So I started a physical therapy business, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. It was worse than falling off the mountain. I stunk so bad at business that I didn't know if I was coming or going. And I eventually almost walked away from my business. But then my wife, who has been with me for 27 years, I've been married for 27 years. She said, hey, before you walk away from this business that's draining your soul, maybe you should go get some help. Go get a coach. Go learn how to do business. And I did. I started hiring coaches and I loved it. I started building this physical therapy practice. By the way, I can't see many faces because of the way this room is structured, but has anyone here ever had physical therapy before? Like, have you ever had to go to a physical therapist? Lucky you guys. It's a very interesting process. So my physical therapist is who taught me how to walk again. My physical therapist inspired me. So that's why I became a physical therapist and I started a business and I grew it. And then I sold it in 2018. And eventually I started learning about virtual assistants. I started a medical billing company. That's where Denise and I met. I started a business called In the Black in 2020. And she and I started building this business and we had a difficult time finding good people, right, Denise? It was a rough go.
Yes.
Yes. And then we met Anne. We worked through a company called Hello Rach, if you guys are familiar with Hello Rach. And we met Anne. And Anne was like an angel. Yeah. Like a total angel. Like just Anne was so amazing. She was so committed. And she did something to me personally where in my heart, I was like, I want to work with more people like Anne. Yes, of course, there was some savings in working overseas, but that's not what mattered to me. It was this thing called leadership. She was this amazing leader. And the thing that killed me was that Anne didn't even know she was that amazing. She was just doing her job. Right. And so I started hiring more and more from Hello Rach, and I love that company. I think Hello Rach is a great company. But I started realizing I want to do it differently because recruiting became my superpower. I love finding good people. It's my favorite thing in the world. And so we ended up becoming organized in the United States so that I could hire people for In the Black. So Denise will tell you, we started hiring amazing people from the Philippines, and I started falling in love with the Philippines and the culture and you amazing people. And so we kept growing and kept growing. But here's what you don't know is that I'm a public speaker. I go speak on a lot of stages. I was on 2 different stages just in the last week alone in front of hundreds of people. And when I would speak, I would brag about Anne and all of the amazing people in the Philippines. And people came up to me and they're like, hey, Will, can you help me hire people in the Philippines? And I'd say, no, leave me alone. Literally, like, no, that's my secret. Like I own the Philippines. Like you guys were my heart. I was like, I wanted to be with you guys. That's it. But then people kept asking me and they wouldn't let it go. And eventually they said, hey, Will, we'll pay you money. We'll pay you money to go. And I said, what? You'll pay me money? I'm just kidding. But they were almost begging because I was bragging about my Philippines team. So I decided to pilot a program in 2023. See, when you get to 50 years old, you start losing your mind. So it was 2023. And I basically did the pilot program with 2 of my physical therapy partners. And I was doing it just so that they would leave me alone. They were good friends of mine. I hired 2 Filipinos for each of them. And I forgot about it. I walked away. I basically did what HelloRach did. I just sent them some resumes that I found, and I validated them a little bit first, but it was really low key. A month later, on July 10th, 2023, I had a meeting where I was following up with them, and I forgot that I had found them, the virtual assistants. And so they come on the call and they're like, "Hey, Will, this is the best thing you've ever done for us. My people are the best people on the planet." And I know this is going to sound super stupid, but I really, really mean it. And people who know me would tell you that I just don't say crap. I say what I mean. I believe that some of the best human beings I've ever met in the planet live in the Philippines. Period. I think there's leaders over there that are just untapped, some great potential, great, powerful people, some of the most loving, kind, family-oriented. And I've been all over the world. I've been to almost 40 countries in the world. So I know what I'm talking about. And what's really fun is that most Filipinos don't even know it. They just are amazing and they don't even know it. So I decided on July 10th, 2023 to start Virtual Rockstar. And I had one employee and these 4 Filipinos working for 2 clients, and that was it. That was the whole thing. But I'm not kidding you. I knew I was onto something special. I had 4 other companies going at the same time. And so I didn't like clear the deck, but I worked very aggressively so I could focus on Virtual Rockstar. And we exploded. Guys, we've been in business just over 2 years. As of today, we have 220 virtual assistants working for Virtual Rockstar who are helping your clients. And most of you don't really feel like, some of you probably feel very clearly that this is a different company, but most of you probably feel it's just a means to an end, and that's okay. Like, I get it. This company so far has had some very special elements to it. And I know that you've noticed Kim and Denise and Andre and all these wonderful people. But as we've grown and scaled, we've had to kind of pivot a little here and there. And one of those pivots was me being on top of the company for a long time. So my role is out there speaking on stages, letting them know about Virtual Rockstar and about the great people we find. So let's talk about you for just a minute. You guys don't know this, but we have a very high in demand culture. Like, when we post a job ad, more than any other company, we get more resumes. On average, we get between 200 to 300 resumes for every position that we apply, that we open up online. And you are here when 200 to 300 people wouldn't be. I need you guys to really sit with that. Like, you guys are the best of the best of the best. You're the ninjas of virtual assistants because of the demand that we have. And your clients know it. Your clients absolutely know how wonderful you guys are. We hear about it all the time. And so we are working on ways that we can help you more. Our company has one purpose and one purpose alone, and that is to build and strengthen families. That's why we exist. This is kind of hard for me to talk at you guys like this because normally I like to be more interactive, but our group is just so big right now. It's hard for me to call people out, but I want you guys to know that what we're doing here is to build and strengthen families. We want to build and strengthen your family by giving you opportunities for growth. And there are people who've been with me now for 2 years who at one point were working for just one client who are now overseeing dozens of other team members from the Philippines. There's growth here at Virtual Rockstar for you. And we want to develop with you because we already know you're the best of the best of the best. That's why you're even in this room. So again, I want to just open your mind a little bit that what we're doing here is different. We're not trying to just scale to thousands of virtual assistants and it's not connected and family. The people who were with me a year ago would tell you how connected we've been, and we still are. It's not as connected as it used to be because of how quickly we've had to learn some different things. But I'm very happy to report that we have some exciting things that we're working on, one of which I'm going to announce today to help us grow and connect together. But before we do that, I would like to hear a little bit from some of you. just so I can hear some people's voices and hear what's going on. So right now, I would love to just meet a couple of you. And so I would like for you to just introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about you and what you're wanting to create in life. So can I just pick on some of you by random? Okay. Nino, let's talk to you first, buddy. Introduce yourself to the family.
My name is Nino Chung, and I recently joined in. So I started, I think, second week of this month. So I'm very fresh, very new. And what I want to create in life, uh, probably a stable and safe future for myself and my daughter.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And so is that your family right now? You have one daughter?
Yes, just me and her.
That's wonderful. Well, were you affected by the recent? Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
No, Nino Reyes, we're
So,
going to go to you next, Nino. Don't worry, Nino Reyes, you're next. But so were you affected by the recent earthquake at all?
not really, just very minor, just some slight shaking, nothing really major.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought I was dizzy.
so you want something secure and safe, yeah? That's what you're looking to
Yes.
build, something secure and safe. Have many of you gone through multiple jobs before? Like, has it felt like the virtual assistant gig has been good and then it changes and it changes and it changes? Okay. I want to build the same thing with you guys. And here's one of the problems with virtual assistant companies is that they hire you, then they walk back, and they don't build in training on how the owners are supposed to give you raises. They don't resolve issues. That's where the amazing Denise comes in. She's there helping resolve issues. I had problems a few times with Hello Rach, with some of my virtual assistants. I remember emailing her going like, hey, I've been talking to them and it's not working. How do I help them? And she just sent me an email. The person at Hello Rach would email me back and go, just do whatever you want. Denise doesn't do that. Denise gets on calls and she tries to help. And so I will tell you this, when someone who joins the Rockstar family does a good job for their client, if that relationship ends, we find them another job. Like, we repurpose good people, and we've done that time and time and time again. All right, Nino Reyes, I want to hear from you, man. I want to hear all about you. Tell me, please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Phil. Sorry about that. I thought it was me earlier.
I didn't know there were two
Ninos here.
Ninos here. I feel bad. I didn't know there was two Ninos.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, so me here in Philippines, we felt the earthquake last night. Actually, I run through my daughter just to carry her, so I just be ready whenever I had to run in case. But yeah, nothing happened here. Pretty safe. Yeah, what motivates me right now is my family. So me, my wife, and my kid. She's 2 years old and she loves music too.
That's wonderful. And so what are you wanting to build in your life professionally?
To be honest, I want something that I mean, right now I'm really proud of. But as how you envision your like virtual rock star, I think that's also what I'm trying to achieve. Like, I want to have something on my life that I know I can be proud of, and I could have my daughter and my family raised upon into. So yeah, something like that. I'm really proud that I'm here in virtual rockstar right now, and just people are just very chill and smooth. So yeah, I think that's what's motivating me right now, and what's what I want to achieve.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that, Nino. There must be something about that name that makes great people. Nino. It's awesome. Yeah,
I
I
see.
think that's great.
Also,
Please.
uh, I just want to say, I just booked Travis's booth, and just about the same mile as you this coming December.
Oh, that's right. Wait, are you coming?
Not me. They are. I mean, Travis will be coming there.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, Travis is a great guy. I'm good friends with I don't know all of your partners, like you work for Travis, but I know a lot of them. So a lot of the people that you work for, guys, are friends of mine that I've known for years because I've been in the physical therapy space for a very long time. And so, yeah, thank you, Nino. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is Monica Tanag on? Monica, are you there? She might be working. Yeah, Monica is here. Monica, are you the Monica that started with me 2 years ago? I think it is, right, Kim? So guys, one of the 4 people that I hired 2 years ago, that's okay, no worries, Monica, is Monica. Monica was with me 2 years ago. Think about that. Holy cow. She's been here the whole time. She was a pilot with Robert, Robert Moss. And yeah, Monica, I'm so like, oh man, what you guys don't know is last year I flew everyone who could make it to the Manila, and we all got together and we trained on leadership and we partied really hard and we had a good time. So we're not doing it this year just because we have to do something a little bit different because of how quickly we're growing, but we're planning on doing that next year. If for anyone who wants to come to Manila, we're going to get together and do a conference. We're going to do Rockstar Con, something like that, where we're going to get everyone together and we're going to party and hang out and connect. But the bigger thing is like, we're going to train on leadership. What Monica will tell you, I've had this kind of meeting off and on for forever. Oh my gosh, Raven's here. There's a whole bunch of people. Anyway, there's a number of people I remember because it's been a minute, but I want to train on helping you guys create whatever it is you want in life. I want to train you on leadership, whatever it is. I want you to, if you want to start your own business one day, I want to help you figure that out. So our vision here is really big, but for now we don't have a ton of time. I do want to do a little bit of training now that I've had a chance to talk to a few of you. We'll do a little bit of leadership training. I'm going to introduce something kind of cool, and then we're going to play some games and give you guys some money. Does that sound good? Okay. So first and foremost, I want you guys to think about the challenges that you face in life. There are so many challenges. When I look backwards in time, I think about my mountain climbing accident. That was really hard on not just me, but my family. My parents didn't have good healthcare insurance, and so they had to take on a lot of debt. My dad lost his job 2 weeks before I fell off that mountain. And my mom was a school teacher and didn't make a lot of money. And it was really difficult. It was so difficult that you might say it was one of the worst times of our lives, but it was actually really, really positive. Everything that I am came from that negative experience. Like, yeah, I had to heal and it took a lot of surgeries, but I became a physical therapist. I learned how important a family is, right? And ultimately carried that with me into the different companies that I've grown ever since. And so every negative thing that happens to us has a positive meaning. And listen, I'm not trying to minimize tragedy. Like, I'm not trying to make light of like losing loved ones. Those things are horrible. I'm just trying to highlight that, like, with God, there's a purpose behind everything, even the worst pain that we carry, even the tragedies, even the horrific, scary stuff that happens to some of us sometimes. And the reason I say that is because when we can look at these challenges from a place of perspective, it's amazing how life can really change for us. So I'm going to tell you the story of a woman named Gail. Gail was the third daughter born in her family. She loved her older sisters and she wanted a bunch of girls. She wanted a bunch of girls so bad growing up. She played with her dolls. She loved, like, pretending to do tea time and all those things. And so Gail became a young woman, and then she met and fell in love with a man named Steve. And she was just so excited because Steve was the one. Steve was funny, and you could tell he was going to be successful because of how good of a salesman he was. And so they got married in their early 20s, and they were getting excited to start their family. She was finally going to have that little girl that she always wanted. And then they didn't get pregnant, and they didn't understand what was going on. So during this time, Steve, who was a really good guy, started making some mistakes. He started doing some things he shouldn't have done around his work. And so he ended up becoming a salesman, but he didn't work very hard. And the stress of not having a baby and all that pressure, he started turning to alcohol and some different things. And so Gail became very down. And then finally she went to the doctor one day and found out that she couldn't have kids. She actually had a rare condition where she was born without the organs to actually have kids. Like she would never have kids. And this devastated her. Her whole life, she wanted to have these daughters and grow. And there she is not being able to have one. Come to find out her husband too is really challenging to live with and they're having a hard time. And so she went to her knees and she prayed and she ended up deciding it was time for her to try adoption and just see what would happen. And they told her early on, because of her husband, that it would be really hard for them to adopt kids, like really hard, because they need a good home. At least here in the United States, if you're going to adopt, they're very particular of who gets to adopt children. But then one day she got this phone call. There was a baby girl and they believed that this was the baby meant for her. So she went and she drove down and she picked up her baby and she was able to adopt her baby. And this baby was everything for her and was such a good girl. And she didn't just adopt one, she adopted another child. It was a boy this time. And so she had a girl and a boy. And she thought back how grateful she was for the challenge that she went through because she appreciated her kids a little bit differently than most people do. After years and years of trying to have kids and years of trying to adopt, they finally had this baby girl and this baby boy. And they raised that baby girl and the baby boy. But guess what? The marriage didn't work out. Because the husband had made those choices, eventually she had to leave him and be divorced. And that's why I especially love my single mother leaders in our team. If you're a single mother and you're in this call, I want you to know how special you are. I think single parents, not just single mothers, there's single fathers too. And I want to thank you guys as well. You single parents who are raising your kids, I just want you to know how much I appreciate, see, and hear you. And so why am I telling you the story? Because I want to teach you this concept about the power of trials and what that means as a leader. Because as leaders, when we go through difficult times, we have to make a choice. Are we going to fight and learn, or are we going to cave and give up? And so Gail, she fought and she got her baby girl and a baby boy and she raised those kids as a single mother. And the reason I know, and here's what's beautiful about the story. Gail one day, moving forward, both her son and daughter married and they had kids. And on Gail's 70th birthday, she was sitting in a room and she was looking at this audience. There was a total of 14 kids and grandkids in the room. And she looked around and she said, I was told I would never have kids, and look what God did. She has 14 kids and grandkids. And the reason I know that is because that is my mother-in-law, Gail. My wife was that little girl that she was able to find and adopt. And so I need you guys to know that no matter what you're going through in life, there's purpose behind it. And one day you'll sit like Gail did in front of her audience of kids and feel the love and the gratitude of having chosen to fight through and raise them. And Gail got remarried to the man of her dreams in her 60s. And they are happily married to this day. So do not give up, friends. Do not ever back down from the challenges that you face. Most of you are fairly younger, right? Like I'm almost 50. I'm guaranteeing I'm older than the vast majority of you. And so what I want you to learn here at Rockstar is leadership. And in leadership, if you become a better leader, you'll become a better parent, a better sibling, a better spouse. If you become a better leader, no worries, Nino, I appreciate you. If you become a better leader, you'll have better success at work. You'll feel happier and be peaceful. So these things that we talk about just aren't emotional. They're meant to help you become the best version of you. And that's what I want for Virtual Rockstar. I want this to be a safe place where you become the best version of yourself, where you can feel safe to be yourself, where you can grow and learn. And it's going to be challenging to figure that out When you have 220 of you, and we're going to be in the thousands, you need to know we will be the biggest, most elite virtual assistant company in the world. There's no question of that for me. And it's because of the great people that you are. I just have to be smart enough to take care of you better and more, to be honest with you. Like, I have to do my job to build you as leaders and to help you be more successful. And so we have lots of cool things that we're building on down the road for you. The first thing I want to share with you is I want to share with you a new community online that we would want you to join. This is where I am going to be more frequently. This is where you can ask me questions. Guys, people used to pay me a lot of money to teach them how to build, grow, and sell their companies. I can help you guys, but I can't open my calendar, all of you, because I would never get anything else done. So here's where we're going to go. I'm going to share my screen. There's an online software called School. Has anyone heard of Alex Hormozi by any chance? He is an online business guru, and he created this new online website called School. Let me see if I can find the main page. You can't really see it there. Let me go to another page, see if I can find it there. But basically, I want you to think about it. No, I can't do that. Let's see. Let's go back. So think about it as like a Facebook group on steroids. I would love for all of you to join me. It's totally free. We're going to be doing training with you here. I'm going to do Q&A sessions here where you can ask me anything and I'll be there to serve you. This is where you can help each other for help. Right now, we're in Slack. The problem with Slack is that once you get to 1,000 people, you can't do it. So here we can do tens of thousands of people, but check it out. We can also it shows a map of where everyone is. So right now there's only a few of us on here, but you could get together with people in your area. You can network, you can grow. We're going to have a calendar of all of our events here, meetings, opportunities to learn special skills that will help you in life and make more money. We're going to have a classroom. We're going to build courses for you guys where Denise is going to oversee certain trainings and different elements. So I'm going to put this is where I would love for all of you to join. When you join, please come here first and read this little post. I have to film a video still. I forgot to film the video, but I would like to invite you guys. I'm going to put the invitation right now in the chat. So I'll stop sharing. Please join that group. That's where we're going to do some very special things. And by the way, in the school group, I'm going to give away money and do prizes as well. So that's another reason, because it gives us a reason to be able to do that for you. Okay. It's in your chat right now. So please click on that, join the group. I'd love to have you guys over there. All right. At the end of the day, guys, I'm almost out of time. I just thank you again for all that you guys have done. Thank you for what you're doing for your partners. Thank you for what you're doing for each other. It means a lot to me. I look forward to being with you more often. I'm going to be on these quarterly town halls with you. We're going to do more training. We're going to do a lot more on School. And then we're going to talk about future events, getting together, celebrating, learning, and growing together. All right, Kim, I'm going to pass it back over to you to give away some prizes.
Denise?
Or Denise.
Okay, let me
Sorry.
yeah, she's going to help watch the stuff because I'm going to have it on my screen. So bear with me un momento. We've got to get this to where we can see it since I'm so technically savvy. Share. Why is it not sharing? Sorry, guys, don't look. Where's that? There we go. There we go. Can you see it?
We can see it.
Okay. So here we go. Let's play some games. We are going to go to the next slide here. This one. So I believe the first couple of questions are worth $20 each. Since we are in town hall, we have doubled our winnings here. So this is $20 for this question. So get your little chats up. I'm going to have Hope and Kim, please be watching that to make sure. Oh, wait, I think the first one is actually a scavenger thing. So I lied. Make sure you have your screens on if you want to participate in this one, because we're going to have you grab something and do something that it's got to be seen who does it first.
Can you
And
do
then-
that, Kim? Kim, are you going to be able to see people who do that? Do you have access to all their screens?
I can see them, yeah.
Okay, because I only see I can see 6 people, and then I have that. Maybe it's a setting on my screen, but I didn't know if you'd be.
Down to the bottom, Will, there's 3 little dots at the bottom of your screen. If you click on that, and then you can choose more tiles to be seen on your screen.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Hopefully,
Got it.
depending on how small your screen is. Okay, so are we ready? Hope and Kim, are you ready? We have people's screens up. Here we go. You're gonna do a color scavenger hunt. On your marks, get set, go.
Ooh, red.
Do we have someone?
Kim, did you see who was first?
I think it's
It's
Raven.
Nino. Oh, sorry.
How about you, Hope?
Yeah, I can see Nino. Sorry. I can only see few. I tried to click the tiles, but it's not
Oh
working.
no. This was a rough one. Sorry, guys.
Let's do Kim.
Okay, Kim, so who'd you see?
Raven, Mellow.
Can you mark Raven's name down? Because we want to make sure that we note that she's going to get an additional $20 her next payroll.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, the next one. Mystery clue hunt. Oh gosh, I don't know what this one is, Kim. Is this one where they've got to put a note in there? Or are they finding something?
It's just, let me just.
So sorry. I apologize, everyone. I wasn't as prepared as I should be. Because
Oh, it's
my
like a
God.
riddle. It's just like a riddle. So
Okay.
the answer.
So
Yeah,
what
and
you're
just,
gonna
and just
do
to
is-
put it out there, Denise is doing a great job. Andre usually runs this.
Yes.
He literally has no more power. He
Yeah,
was in
sometimes
our team meeting on his cell phone. His laptop had burned out. There was no he and I were going to get together before this meeting and work through things. Denise and Kim have figured this out very last minute.
So
So
we thank you for playing and being patient with us. But I do want to make sure that you have your chat up right now, because what you're going to do is whatever the answer is, you're going to type it in, and whoever types it in properly, got to spell things proper first, will be the one who wins. Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not. Here we go. Always full during Christmas, empty in January. Type them out.
so it's a riddle.
Do we have answers?
Marion Guanzon.
Here we go. Yep, that's true.
That's correct. Wallet.
So true. So true. Okay. Then the next one. Guess the Gen Z slang. So I'm going to have the word come up, and then again, you guys got to type it in. Whoever types it in first properly will be the winner. Here we go. So what does that mean? You Gen Zers.
Nino.
How are we doing?
Do we have a winner? Who's in charge? Is it Kimberly or Hope in charge of seeing who's the winner?
Kimberly put the answers in, so she knows the answers.
Kim, has anyone said it yet?
Not really the exact word, but
So it's there and it's just not exact.
it's like nothing yet.
The gist. Okay,
Oh,
guys,
let's wait.
Raven.
I wish I could see y'all's faces right now.
Nothing yet.
You're going to have to pick the closest one who was earliest.
I think the closest one was Carl Nelson Latorre. It's like, can I say the answer now?
Nelson.
All right, put it that answer. I can do it now, Kim. Ready? Here we
It's
go.
it's like hype or
A lot of people were kind of getting around, they were saying similar things, right? That's a hard one.
yeah.
So per the answer,
So,
for anyone that's
who will be? Carl?
Carl. Is it the closest? Could be amazing too.
I think amazing.
That's what
I'm not sure.
that's what our friends used to say it. My friends used to say it.
I think Amazing Hope. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. I would agree.
So,
So is
it's
it Carl?
Charito. It's Charito.
Okay.
No, it's Clark. It's Clark, right? Clark Trinidad. So he sent it 4:09 p.m. and Charito sent it 4:10. 4:10.
So it's Clark?
What time are you seeing there, Kim? I'm seeing 4:09
Same time.
p.m.
They're at 7:08 a.m. both on my.
Oh, goodness.
Oh
We're gonna
goodness,
drop
mine is 4:09.
Let's follow you Hope, because you have different times.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Clark. Okay, I'm gonna do Clark Trinidad. Okay, because I have 4:09 p.m. I think I'm doing CST time zone in my laptop.
Okay. So I go to the next one. Are we ready? Oh, look how nice you do. Okay. Fact or fiction? Fiction. If you can speak. Okay. Karaoke was invented in Japan. Is this fact or fiction?
Charito. Correct.
Oh,
It's-
there.
Ready? Facts.
Well done.
Nice. Okay. Guess the emoji.
So we have
Whoops.
Charito Ginto. Okay.
You got it? Okay. Guess the emoji Philippine fast food edition. Oh, goodness. Okay. I don't know this answer. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I knew the answer.
It's Nino Reyes. Jollibee.
Oh, it is? I thought it was
Galing.
the only one I know. I saw one of those in California.
Jollibee is everywhere, man.
Okay.
Ooh, bonus round for $30. Gee.
30 buckaroonies. Ready, guys? And Mark's
Oh, we have 30.
Yep. What was the first Disney movie ever released?
I know the answer. Catherine Santos.
Incorrect.
Ready?
Snow White. It's Catherine.
I-
Congratulations.
It's off to work we go. Here you go.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, guys, thank you for being here. Please come at our next quarterly town hall. We're going to do more and more of these types of things. I will be here on the quarterly town halls. Join school, please. I'm going to be doing some
Who's
giveaways.
the winner? Sorry.
What?
Catherine.
Catherine.
Sorry, Will. Catherine. Okay.
I love Hope's red face, by the way. Looks like she got sunburned
Oh,
really bad.
it's the curtain. Sorry.
She's turned into our cherry tomato. I love it. All right. But yeah, thank you guys. Please join school. We're going to do some giveaways there and stay tuned. More fun things coming. Have a great rest of your day. And thanks for being the rock stars that you are. We'll see you guys
Thank
next
you,
time.
everyone. Stay safe.
Stay safe, please.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.